Friday, July 18th. We're setting about 8 o'clock. Waiting on a truck to get here. One truck's already here. Uncle's loading him at another bin site up the road here. I am waiting here for the other guy that's supposed to be here. He's getting 2 loads this morning and calling it a day. He had some stuff he had to do. The other guy will be here all day, so I'm holding out here, waiting on this guy to get here. Sorry, I got something in my eye. So holding out for this guy to get here. We're gonna get 2 loads here at the farm. Yeah, he's not a very good backer and all that, so we want him here. The other guy's a pretty good backer, so the one we're going to up the road's kind of a pain to get into, and with the longer truck, it makes it harder. But anyway, so I've been loading grain out, got corn out, got beans out. Still got the 2 bins of beans. They're basically, one of them we ran a sweep auger in it a little bit. We got 1 corn bin cleaned out yesterday, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 corn bins left, varied in amounts in them. One here at the farm, I've got the top door out, 30 footer. We can get, which we're pulling out of the side draw gate now, so we're still got quite a bit in there. I'd like to pull one out of our top dry as well. Since he's here, we're going to get load both ways. We can try and get a sweep auger in. The other 30 foot, our dry man's got a power sweep, so I'd like to get a load out of there. But we're not ready to start the sweep auger there. But we're closer than I thought, because it was just a ring by the door, so we're closer than I thought on that. Yeah, loading corn. I mowed back here at the place yesterday. Day before I got all it. We was loading beans. I got all it mowed before it got overly hot, but it's all mowed off. Been rain chances all week. After starting Tuesday, starting Wednesday. Anyway, been rain chances. We have not got anything. We are not hurting though, so no rain is not a bad thing. We got our straw baled finally. Was not quite right, but we kind of kept thinking it was going to rain. It already rained before, so we kind of end up getting it all baled. But it's done. May not be the idealist, but when you get 6 inches of rain on it, yeah, what can you do? But it'll be good. Like everybody said, so yep, it's better than nothing. And yep, just one of the things that happens. If that's what made it rain, we'll take it. And that's kind of what we looked at. So, but nope, it's done. We're waiting on the alfalfa. It is past ready to cut. Calling for rain chances. You don't want to cut it and then lose the quality and lose the darn good selling thing on it. So we're holding tight. That and Nate, friend of mine, I seen they had cut some maybe late Saturday or Sunday. We went by there yesterday and seen it was all baled and all took off. But like me and the guy that always does it, like he figured you're going to need 4 days, even with running a tether through it, just as wet as the ground is right now. And yeah, and I think he's right. You're going to need quite a bit of water on it right now for as wet as the ground is, or you're going to need quite a few days for as wet as that ground is right now. Looks like I think there's some rain Monday and Tuesday, or there's a chance tomorrow. I think tomorrow it's going to get hot. I think it was. I can't remember, guys, exactly. Then going to get hot. Then back to average temp. I think tomorrow's just the really the hottest day. And then back to regular temps, which is basically not a few degrees. Supposed to have the Canadian wildfire smoke come back in. It's supposed to be today, and I guess you can kind of maybe just a little bit of haze, maybe, but nothing like what they say it's going to be tomorrow and Sunday. So have that. But maybe we can get this alfalfa mowed down Tuesday, and the ground should be a lot drier if it don't get a bunch of rain. I think it looks like maybe next week, maybe we got a few days, but we're in these popcorn storms and all that. It may not be ideal, but the ground should dry out better too, so maybe that'll help us. But I know once we cut it, we'll get a rain on it. That's just usually how that problem's going to go. So hopefully get that done and all that. First batch of sweet corn is on. I picked on it. Looked to be an excellent crop. So that usually telltale sign for a field corn crop. But I also put a bunch of water on this from our well. so that's not really a good sign. The second batch I planted at the same time, a different variety. It is on now. It looks excellent. Same thing, put a lot of water was put on it, so can't really go by that. Had some corn sprayed for fungicide Monday or Tuesday. Can't think what it was. Yeah, Monday or Tuesday they sprayed fungicide. Had a Hagie come in, guy south of Marshall come in and did it. Which that's all we've really got to do with the Hagie. Everything else has got some elbowed corn in it. You're going to lose so much running over it. So that's all the Hagie will do for us this year, unfortunately. Yeah. Due to not spraying the early pass fungicide, we are spraying before brown silk. Our other fungicide is still there to use as well. Hopefully we ain't got to use it, but we've got the right conditions. The cornfields all do look clean. Cannot complain. They all do look clean. But trying to stay ahead of it. We've got the water, got the moisture, got the humidity. We've got the prime breeding season for all the fungus to start, so we're trying to get ahead of it, stay ahead of it. A lot of them that wasn't going to spray corn now with the rain are going to, have decided to, and like when we all we know it pays. And if anything, a lot of that corn that's elbowed will help stock quality. We'll know a lot more how bad it is, but it's straightened up a lot. But yeah, it's just gonna have some no matter what. Precision Planting is be out here sometime this morning to put the other stalk devastators on our corn head. So that'll be ready to go. Our nearby Berkey's dealer is going to come out next week and check on our stock roll knives. Cornhead is not that old, but I got the extra set of knives to put on it. What Case calls the trash knives. So I don't really want to put them on, and then a year down the road you got to put new knives on, just kind of pointless. I'm going to have them look at it, see what he thinks, if we can run it 2 or 3 more years, and the extra knife will help on the wearing part, in my opinion, because the Gearinghoff had them. Case should be standard. Another side draw, we've already talked about that before, but that will help longer the life of them knives. I think for what little wears on there, we're fine. Just bolt them other knives on and just replace them whenever you replace the other knives. 2, 3, 4 years down the road, whatever it may be. So that'll be done. Draper Head, they're going to CMI it when they're here next week. We're going to do all that one shot. They're just basically looking over the cornhead for that. I'm just having them look over on that real quick, on that side of it, because I just want to see what their opinion is and see what they think. Draper Head, they're going to CMI it, check it all over. I do got to change the filter on it, the hydraulic filter. I do got to change it. Put her on the. I got to put it on the combine, and after I change the filter, I'll run it. Put it on the combine, and want to run it, and then grease it again so it's ready to go. So all we're gonna do when we're ready to go is just pull to the shed, and I won't wash it till we're ready to start next time. Sickles are all done. Guards or hold downs are all adjusted. We're good to go. So that's where we're at. Grain cart's still in use. Since they're coming here, they're also going to look at my cornhead. They're also going to look at my planter. The 2150 is still hooked to my new tractor, so they're going to look at it and get all that them numbers measured and wrote down in there, so that would be out of their way since it's all hooked on. They had to come out and put new software on yesterday, or no, Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. Some reason the it was not on that tractor for the 2000 series planter, so I don't really know why. When the guy, I think he had a 2000 series planter, the guy before me, but anyway, beside the point. But he may run it with the Pro 700 too, so that's what I'm kind of wondering, if he didn't run it through the Pro 700, is my assumption, and it never has been anything on this 1200 but his auto guide. Don't know, that's just my assumption now that I kind of think about that, and they were talking about that there yesterday too, so it don't make sense. And I remember when I looked at it, it had a Pro 700 in it, so that's what we're wondering, and that's what makes me wonder if they never did run any planter through this 1200. So that makes sense. And they had to get the planter and tractor all to the same software. I didn't understand it. It was about a 2-hour deal. I won't even go into it, but it was like a 2-hour deal. Something they had to do something to the planter. I'm gonna say ISOBUS too was something involved in that, but I can't say if I'm right or wrong, indifferent. I mean, I know it was a long, drawn out deal, and tractor could not be running. I didn't know they did say the tractor could not be running at all. But I guess that's the update. I got a meeting to go to Monday up north of Champaign for my farm credit place. So I think that's my update. I'll get to mowing roadsides again sometime. Loading out grain, this is just killing me getting stuff done, but got to kind of get machinery ready too. So that's where the corn head's here now. I can get it done, and I'll just leave it down here whenever I'm done. I can make room in my other shed for it. I can kind of toss it in there and just kind of make use of that. Chisel pile is ready to go, so it is ready to go for this fall. So nothing to do to it. I just got to get my disc gripper out. I mean, that's going to be next month, which is basically the month's half gone now anyway. So we're basically flying through this month. Just got to get it ready. I think just agrees, and I think the points will last another year. I think when I do that, I'll have to replace the cover boards as well next year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure the cover boards will have to be replaced next year as well, or after this season. Yeah, semi is ready to go. Yeah, I can't really think of anything. Got a lot of grain bins I want to tar, but just one-man show. It's not really, Side the point. Anyway, I'll leave this video here. Hope y'all enjoy. Later.